Return astronauts to the moon, something that the space agency has not done since the 70s.
And that's right. In the past 4 decades, there's been a huge leap in technology with more powerful computers and also rockets.
As the Weather Channel's Dave Malkoff explains, future astronauts are using all of that technology now to bring their spacesuits up to date.
In the history of spaceflight, only 24 humans have ever been beyond what's called low Earth orbit, 1,200 miles up. But before astronauts can even think of a trip back to the moon or Mars, they'll have to think about packing a chunk of the home planet with them. They need to bring Earth's weather along. You're in charge of creating the weather here.
Essentially, yes.
We met engineer Jason Dake inside the model of the ISS in which astronauts train before they go up. You see, every space station, every spaceship, every spacesuit for that matter, is essentially a bubble of the Earth's weather. The atmosphere on Earth provides pressure, carbon scrubbing, a radiation shield, water, and the temperatures humans need to survive. In space, none of that exists naturally.
So the things we tend to take for granted simply on Earth, we have to create all of those in place for the astronauts to have that safe, habitable environment.
It's a very comfortable 72 degrees average room temperature.
Astronauts like Tracy Caldwell-Dyson tell us today's spacesuits are built with older technology.
It's a rather cumbersome suit, and it's large.
Oh, that's right above my nose. Oh,
yeah, it's a tight fit.
Wow.
There you go.
I thought you'd have some room in here.
Oh, wow, look at that. I was able to experience what it's like to wear NASA's current unit at a spacesuit factory called ILC Dover. And you can definitely feel the lower pressure in here.
Oh, I felt it. I felt a pressure change.
What?
Like a plane coming down.
Exactly.
Just by putting on the glove.
Here at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, scientists are already starting to build prototypes for Mars suits. They'll be easier to put on with a more Earth-like air pressure inside.
Whereas with this design, our rear entry suits, it's very novel in that you can open up this rear hatch, you would slide your feet in, and then slide all the way into the spacesuit to make it very easy to take on and off.
NASA, along with private companies like SpaceX and Boeing, are planning to send astronauts into space in American spaceships starting as early as next year. Getting beyond low Earth orbit is the next step.
We're all striving to make space accessible to more than just NASA and its astronauts. So I believe more people will see this. That fraction that gets to see it is going to grow.
Yet no matter where future astronauts go or who they are, they'll have to bring a chunk of home along for the ride. For today, Dave Malkoff at Johnson Space Center in Houston.
That's pretty incredible.
How cool is